And Troy looked in the windows, sees all the brewing equipment in, and the next day he calls me. My wife and I happened to be in New Zealand for our 7 year late honeymoon. Uh, we went to New Zealand. We were flying back. I hit the ground in LA and there was a message from Troy on my phone. And we had always wanted to go into business together. I had almost left my career in Alaska a couple times to go down and work with him in oil and gas. Like we always wanted to. And so he calls me the next day on Sunday, and there's just a message that says, "Hey, what do you think about Boise? I think I found a spot for a second location." So I call him back Monday morning. And so it's kind of weird because my father-in-law, he snowbirds to the Boise area from Alaska.
Oh.
So he spends the summers up in Alaska and he comes down and does the winters here.
They're a little more
He's
mild.
yeah, much more. And yeah, he got tired of the 40 and 50 below zero up there. So Amber, so we had a connection here in town. They had a connection here in town. We find this location. My wife and I were just kind of, we were ready for a new adventure, something different. And so Monday morning, Troy calls Growler guy and says, "Hey, what's your brother-in-law's name? I need a commercial real estate in Boise, agent in Boise." So he tracks down building owner. Building owner says, "I'm leaving town for 6 weeks. You want to tour the place? I'll give you first right of refusal and just call my office, get a key." So Troy drives back over. So that was on April 23rd when Troy called me. I don't know why I still remember that, but I
That's a
do.
good memory.
Uh, Troy drives back to Bozeman. He comes back 2 weeks later, and whatever it was, Skype or FaceTime, whatever it was at the time, he called me in Alaska and did a walkthrough on the building. We kind of looked at everything. About a month later, my wife and I flew down to Bozeman, checked out Bozeman. We drove to Boise, checked out Boise, did all the demographics research, talked about everything. A month later, I quit my job, and a month after that, I moved to Bozeman first.
Okay.
Was only there for about a month and a half, and then I moved to Boise and I started construction on the space here.